sat here. It's Dr. Ian and Paul, and we're in the Ruffino restaurant. Now, where is the Ruffino? It's at
Centara Grant in Phratannak. Not Nuclua, it's the one in the south of the city, down the bottom of Soy 5, turn right, and you're right here, right in front of the beach.
Absolutely, and we have a special guest, Francesco
Neirotti.
Neirotti. You've got to say it like an Italian if you're going to do this. So, Francesco, you're with what company?
I'm currently working for Bangkok Beer and Beverage. It's the third largest importer of wine in Thailand. I am the senior manager for the Italian wines.
I wonder why they put him with the Italian wines.
So I'm taking care of all the portfolio. We have over 300 labels from Italy. I'm taking care of all Thailand. So tonight I'm very happy to be in Pattaya for the one event here. Next week I will be in Koh Samui and the week after in Phuket.
Okay.
So
yes,
my schedule is very tight, yes.
As I said, we're in the Ruffino restaurant. And amazingly, what a coincidence, we're going to be drinking Ruffino wines. Now, Francesco, you're going to have to tell us about some of these wines.
Absolutely. So just a little introduction about Ruffino company. Ruffino is one of the largest producer of wines in Tuscany. You know, Italy, every region have own wines, very different. Tuscany is famous for big wines, so Ruffino is one of the company. Ruffino is around 5 million bottles a year's production, so it's quite a big company, it's quite a big producer. Tonight we will have...
That's about what Paul drinks per year too.
You can be a very good customer of us.
Okay, carry on. I'll wait for the discount card.
I will tell you the price later. So tonight we will basically have a little sip, a little try of 5 different wines. So from the beginning with the sparkling is a Prosecco that rebranding Ruffino, produced in Veneto. Then we carry on with the Orvieto. Orvieto is a lovely medium body white wines, very similar to Chardonnay. We carry on with 100% Chardonnay from Tuscany. So this is very interesting for people that love a French variety. This is a Chardonnay from Italy. It's really delicious. It's floral, smooth in the mouth.
Wooded or unwooded?
This is wooden. This is wooden. We'll pass a few months in the wooden and give a little bit of flavor, round flavor to the wines. It's not so dry, so you can feel a little bit of flower and tropical fruit. We go ahead with the Chianti. So Chianti is you can see the bottle is the style of the bottle in the past was very famous in Italy. Chianti is a very light and smooth red wines, perfect with very light meal. We go after also with the Riserva Ducale. Riserva Ducale is the big boy of the Ruffino wine, so it's full body.
This is what, a Super Tuscan? Or?
No, this is not a Super Tuscan, it's a Chianti. So it's a Chianti Riserva. You have to remember, when you see in the label Riserva, it means that stay in the bottle 1 more year than normal. So get the Riserva label. Riserva is mean reserve.
Yes,
okay.
Sure.
So these wines have to stay at least 4 years in the bottle before be selling into the public. So this is you will like. Is a full body. Is very fruity. Okay. You can say is close to the Super Tuscan, but is another part of the Tuscany. Super Tuscany is more in the south part. Chianti is more in the east part of Tuscany. So this is the difference. We finish with a beautiful Vinsanto. Vinsanto is a sweet wine produced in very few bottles. Also in Thailand we have like 200 bottles. Is a wine perfect with the dessert or meditation wines. So I think that tonight, thanks also to your television, the Pattaya guest, the lucky guest that can get this place, yes, will be able to have a little bit of idea of what is Ruffino and what is Tuscany.
Excellent. Excellent. And 5 wines.
See, 5 wines tonight.
You ready for this, Paul?
I'm not driving, and I'm not getting in a car with you afterwards. You can forget that. Tell me, Francesco, one of the challenges, of course, for anybody selling wine in Thailand is the tax, which is something we have to accept. It's just there. But that obviously has quite an impact on the price of the wines. What sort of price range are we talking for the wines that you've mentioned tonight?
Absolutely. So the tax is a big issue in Thailand, as we know. We have to live with, so we have to do as better as we can. Tonight we talk about retail price, so not hotel price, around 6 to 2,000 baht range.
Okay.
So hotel price will be 2 times.
Yes, yep.
Normally the hotel charge that, but I want to tell you that with 600 baht wines, you can get a really beautiful, elegant white wines, or 1,000 baht Chianti that is just stunning. I mean, it's a really, really nice wine. This is the range of the price.
Okay, now for the people who are watching this who are thinking, wow, that sounds great,
See?
and they're thinking they can't get down to Koh Samui to join you next week, where can they buy the wines in retail?
Ruffino we sell in some supermarket in Thailand. So Central have some Villa Market. So people that want to try these kind of wines, I suggest to go to Villa Market or to go to some other supermarket chain, Foodland, for example. They have these kind of wines.
Okay.
And the price is reasonable.
Or come here to the Ruffino restaurant, which
Of
will
course,
have them.
I will invite everyone in Pattaya in Bangkok to come to the Ruffino restaurant because the atmosphere, the service, the food, I think is great. So join the restaurant and drink our wines.
Francesco, thank you very much
Thank you so
indeed.
much to you.
That's all right. And I think that we shall hang around for the food, Paul.
We'll hang around for the food. I think we might. I'm hoping we can get a chat with the chef. But if not, let's speak to the GM and see what dishes they're going to conjure up to marry with these wonderful wines.
I see the chef straight through there.
Right, okay.
Another Italian, Luca.
Okay, yes, Luca. Yes, named after the birthplace of Puccini.
Bravo, bravo.
Well, you didn't know that, did you? Well, we've been talking to Francesca about the wines themselves, but this is a wine dinner. It's more than just sitting down and guzzling bottles of wine. The chef has to somehow marry the wine and the food. The executive chef is with us, Luca.
Good evening.
Luca, how do you do it? How do you know the wines beforehand and think, okay, that should go with it? Or do you sit there with bottles of wine and get progressively
I'd love to, but unfortunately we have a budget and they're gonna kill me if I do that. No. I discuss it with usually the F&B manager, and we go through. Then we make some trials and we see if it really matches, and then we choose the final pairing, and that's it. Yeah. Because anyway, generally it's easy because you know that red wine mostly with meat, some kind of seafood, but then sometimes you want to go for something different. then
I was going to ask, do those rules still apply? Because it was always white with chicken and fish and red with meat. But
not really, not really. Now you see many times, like for example tonight we have butterfish, which is very similar to cod, wrapped in Parma ham, served with the Chianti.
Sounds nice.
The strongest of the two Chianti, I mean the better one, yeah, the Riserva Ducale, yes. So it's not really a classic pairing, and we have the other Chianti, the younger one, paired with the beef and the crispy bacon. So we went a little bit outside the rules this time, yes.
Okay. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, getting back to what wine goes with what food, the simple way is, if it runs away from you, serve it with white. If you run away from it, serve it with red.
You know, I've never heard that before. It actually makes sense, doesn't it, really, you know? But I think it's very interesting what they're doing, because I think when the guests are presented with a menu, and even if they're familiar with the wines and the dishes, but to actually have them together, it's you're creating a different dynamic almost, aren't you? I think it's a nice challenge, but also a nice surprise, hopefully for the diners as well.
That's correct.
And you're not going to tell us any more?
No, obviously not. No, I'm going to introduce the course one by one before we serve it.
Okay.
Yes, I can tell you that I create this menu based on the recipe of what a chef that was my early mentor, which is and is not among us anymore. Recently, has passed away. Is Charlie Trotter from Chicago, and he was one of the first chefs to start pairing food with different kind of wines and making the first experiments in terms of mixing ingredients.
Okay. We look forward to it.
We're having the dessert wine as well, aren't we?
Yes,
so
yes.
What did he pairing up with the dessert for the dessert wine?
I took two typical Sardinian desserts, very similar. One is called Seadas, the other one Pardule, and combine them together. It's basically a deep fried pastry with ricotta cheese filling, so something a bit neutral, not too sweet, and then paired with the dessert wine, which is very sweet itself, so to balance.
And where are you from in Italy, Luca?
I'm Venetian. I'm from Venice.
From Venice?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Really from Venice
okay, no,
itself.
we were talking about where Luca is, and of course Sardinia is just across the water. So I'm
Yes,
just wondering where you
yes.
get your influences from.
I'm from Venice, but I did work with Sardinian chefs and Tuscan chefs and Southern Italian chefs, so we always compensate each other's.
And tell me, it's not true, is it, that this is the soup?
It's not true, believe me. And not even the starter. No.
Sea anemones are not it.
Fortunately not. But I can tell you, I lived 8 years in China. They make an amazing jellyfish salad, and it's really worth trying. Yes, not this one, though, but yes, they do.
All right. Luca, thank you very much. We'll let you get back to the kitchen and get the whip out. And
You guys won't eat anything tonight.
Absolutely.
okay,
right.
thank you.
Prego. You're welcome.
Okay, now let's just have a quick word with the general manager.
What a good idea.
Dominic
Ranger.
Roger. You're getting quite into these accents.
Yes,
now,
yes.
All right, let's speak to the GM here tonight, because it's him that's creating these events, speaking to the winemakers and the such like, and then also getting the chef to work with them. So let's see how he feels about tonight.
Okay. Dominic, where are you? Promised you the GM, and we've got him. Dominic Ranger. Dominic, thank you for inviting us this evening. tell us a little bit about the lead up to a wine dinner like this.
Well, first of all, Dr. Ian and Paul, thank you very much for coming. We're very happy that you're here tonight. Tonight is our first wine dinner here in Ruffino Restaurant and Lounge. We opened our new hotel here in October last year, Centara Phratannak. And we have a very unique Italian restaurant here on the rooftop, and it's called Ruffino, as I mentioned. Ruffino is a very famous Tuscan winemaker, very famous for his Chianti, since centuries old and world famous. And tonight we're gonna have the first wine dinner. So we have the importer, Bangkok Beer and Beverages, BB&B. The owner is here, and he will talk about the wines, combined with delicious food from our executive chef, Luca Pugliese, and an evening to enjoy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we had a quick chat with Francesco and with Luca, and what I guess we are interested in is, what are the challenges and what are the joys and what are the headaches when you put something like this together, or is it all just plain sailing?
Well, the challenges, maybe you want to ask our chef. No, it's quite a small dinner tonight. We don't have a huge operation. It's more a small and luxury hotel we have. And we're going for quality. So we have only a limited number of covers. So the chef has the time to really prepare a delicious menu. So we work together, the chef and the winemaker, to have the right wine with the right dishes. And that's what we're going to experience tonight. Otherwise, it's not that complicated because we have the support from the importer, from the wine house. So they will do the talking about the wine, and they did the pairing of the wine. And the rest is the responsibility of the chef. Mm-hmm. And he has created a great menu. Okay. So
he told us about the menu. I think it's like I say, it's interesting the way it all comes together. But it's also interesting that you're putting the focus on the quality, not the quantity. And by that, I don't mean the quantity on the plate, but I mean the number of covers. Because if you were to try and do this for 100 people or whatever, quite frankly, and we've seen it, the quality often goes down. Yes.
Yeah. Whereas
it's a good it's a good way to start, at least I think.
Yeah, well, definitely. First of all, our restaurant is not bigger than that, so we have also the limited facilities. So the hotel is 165 rooms, and our restaurant here, Ruffino, it's a smaller restaurant. We are not a huge hotel. We are, as I said, a small luxury hotel. That's how I would call it here. And I think that's our focus, definitely, on the quality and not on the quantity.
Okay.
Yeah?
Good.
Thank you, Dominic.
Thank you, gentlemen. Enjoy your evening.
We will, I'm quite sure. We've already sampled the Prosecco.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to the Chianti.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Indeed.
Enjoy.
Well, let's wrap it up here, Doc. We're going to wind it up here at Ruffino at Centara Phratannak. You've missed tonight, but there will be other events coming up. They have a website and you have a Facebook page, I believe, as well. Yeah. So you can look at those. We'll bring the links up on the screen. Click on them, like them, and you'll keep up to date with everything that's going on at this exciting new premises.
Well said, Paul. Yeah. Well said. All right, excuse us. We're going to go and eat and drink.